Another lesson of Pro Teacher's Noob. Today I have with me Raymond.
I have returned, everyone.
And
We're
today,
going once more into the breach.
the last time, the last of the DC Predator and Xenomorph crossovers. And one of the more fitting ones, Green Lantern versus Aliens.
Yep, we're going down this rabbit hole. I'm going to drag each and every single one of you kicking and screaming.
This is a good one. This is a good one. So not much kicking and screaming.
I don't know. Tell that to the people that don't like this franchise.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, just because it says view comments at the bottom, I just want to prove I have my own copy. Just want to prove it.
He does have his own copy.
Yep. In fact, the artist, Rick Leonardi, is going to be at Motor City this coming weekend as of this recording, so I'll have him sign it.
Oh, shit. You're going to another con?
Yep.
Holy
this
shit.
This one's closer, way closer.
I'm about to say, you just went to one last weekend.
Hey, sometimes it ends up this way. But anyway. But first of all, what do you think of this cover?
This cover is freaking cool. I'm not a huge fan of how the alien's mouth is drawn. It's too pointy and rigid. It's supposed to be rounded.
True, but this first issue deals with Hal. It's the last three issues deal with Kyle. So this is set in the past.
So how many issues are we working with here?
4.
4 issues. So 1 issue with Hal, 3 with Kyle.
Yep. And this is written by Kyle's co-creator.
Is this the one that turned him into a Hispanic?
No, that would be Judd Winnick. This is the one who created him in general.
Okay.
And made Hal go crazy.
And turned into Parallax?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we open up with
a
Now, to be fair, they were responding to deaths of Superman and deaths and return of Superman and how much that did. And the original plan done by Gerard Jones, now known to be a complete creeper, I should say by now. His plan wasn't going to be big enough for the 50th issue. So it was decided to do something to really shake things up. Now, to be fair, but Ron was just acting under orders that he did the best he could with what he had. And he wasn't he basically was trying to make it be as understandable as he could for Hal. But anyway, a Green Lantern got grabbed and he gets chest bursted. Greek! Greetings, Earthlings. Take us to your money. Down on the floor. Open the vault, Grady. Nobody plays hero and nobody gets hurt. And I was almost and guaranteed someone's going to get hurt. It's them. Black Canary and that Archer guy. What's his name? Green Arrow. And sing him your song, pretty bird. Hey! Brought the house down. Looks like that's about all of. I'm sorry I'm late. I figured you'd show up and to take care of an alien menace. Not quite the aliens I'm used to tackling, but I'll take bank robbers over invasion fleet any day. You two picked the right time to be passing through. I doubt the guys in the fright mask.
I am curious, how many fucking alien invasions to Earth does he stop on a yearly basis that we just don't know, that people on Earth don't know about?
They never made it to Earth. Who knows?
How many has he intercepted and stopped on his own?
That was fun. The 2 things: how many have been written stories, and how many have happened off screen.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is he's constantly working.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
He's always patrolling. He's he rarely
somehow keeps on thinking he can still have his other job as a pilot.
Yeah, so I'm like.
But anyway, so let's go, boys. I think it's traditional to ride out of town after saving the bank. So what? No dinner? I hear there's this greasy spoon out on the highway with chili hot enough to Hal Jordan. The Guardians of the Universe have need of you. Something serious? There is a situation. You will rendezvous with other members of the Green Lantern Corp on the planet Tarama in Sector 1152. Once there, you will receive further information. Do not delay. On my way. Sorry, Ollie, Dinah. Duty calls. Mighty convenient for somebody trying to avoid a chilly dinner. Be careful out there, buddy. The next bunch of aliens you run into might be a little nastier. That's an understatement.
Oh my God, I could really go for some chili right now. That sounds so good.
You wouldn't want any of Ollie's chili. It's really hot.
Oh, is it?
Oh, trust me. That's one of the things it's known for. But anyway, here they come now. Not exactly a team of rookies. Tomar Ray, the Green Man, Solek. And this is before they had to be Solek was the go-between between the Lanterns and the Guardians, where he was like, almost like their secretary. This is before that.
Which one? The fish head one?
This one here.
Okay.
That's Tomar Ray. That's the son of Tomar, Tomar Rue, who was the Green Lantern that could have saved Krypton but didn't.
Oh, well, that had to.
Yep.
And of course, Kilowog is the one that everyone knows and loves.
Yep. So what's going on, Kilowog? What's important enough to pull all of us out of our home sector? A dead lantern. Here's everything the Guardians told me before I left Oa. And barring Char, this sector's Green Lantern is missing and presumed dead on a border world. Decent guy. I met him a few times. He didn't pass his ring on to a successor. Do we know why? Also, this is before Mogo would start to just automatically have the ring fly out to someone else. That was more something that Jeff Johns would establish.
Mogo? I thought they just did that on their own.
Mogo was usually the one who would do it. The giant planet lantern.
Really? I thought they just did that on their own because they were programmed to do it.
He would be the one who has enough reach to more. He would be the one to help guide it anyway.
Oh, I did not know.
The ring's inside computer would go and do it, but he would basically, without him, it's like a car moving without the GPS.
Oh, okay. Because
Mogo is the GPS.
I always assumed the rings were like semi-sentient.
Oh, they are semi-sentient. It's just that at the same time, though, it's not. Like they still need help.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
That's why when Mogo was killed, it ended up causing things to go differently.
Yeah, okay. I had no idea that Mogo was actually helping them.
Yep. But again, that was something that was established later on. But yeah, not much the Guardians don't know, is there? They figure he was killed by an alien life form we ain't encountered before. Must be quite an invasion for it to kill a Green Lantern and induce the Guardians to send 6 of us to handle it. More like an infestation than an invasion. Don't know much about them, because apparently anybody who comes into contact with them don't survive to tell about it. The bright spot is they're in a remote area of the planet, so they haven't threatened the population yet. We're supposed to make sure they don't.
Question.
Yeah.
Are the other Batman, Superman, alien stories canon to this?
If it was, I don't think, not for this Hal story. Okay, here's the thing. This Hal story clearly would happen before any of those, because this is clearly during
First Contact.
Yeah, this would have been the first contact. And by the time Kyle would do, and probably the Guardians would tell him, don't tell people on Earth, and Hal would probably think even, I have it self-contained, don't have to worry about it. Okay. Kyle then is still new. It's still his early years. So he probably doesn't even have any of the connections with them. He's not part of the Justice League yet.
Okay.
So these are his explanations. But anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I hope it's as simple as it sounds, but somehow I doubt it. Still picking up a trace of Barin's ring signal, so it's definitely here somewhere. Stay alert. I've never seen anything like this structure. It's not naturally occurring, but it is organic. Over there. Oh, that's I'll remember her name in a moment, but that's the one that was from Sinestro. That was Sinestro's replacement.
Which one's that one?
Kat Matui. That's Kat Matui.
Kat Matui.
That's Kat.
Wasn't she evil?
No, she got killed. She gets killed off. She was the one that John got very close with before she got killed off by Star.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I'm thinking of Boudica.
Oh yeah, no, and even Boudica didn't full on go evil. She got made into an Alpha Lantern, but eventually she regained her sentience. And then got killed off when all the Alpha Corps members killed themselves.
Okay, I get Kat Matui and Boudica
mixed up somehow.
Yeah, I always do that. I don't know why.
But anyway, so it would appear, presumably, how they reproduce. Why don't we split up? We'll be able to search the caverns more quickly. Just because we haven't seen anything yet doesn't mean we should assume we're alone. Call for help at the first sign of contact. That goes for everyone. Good God! His chest, like the hole is made from the inside. Oh, geez!
Was there like a... Go
What?
back to the hole in the chest?
What?
That doesn't look like a tip.
Yeah, it depends on what the alien species and how their body operates.
I guess. It's just that usually you see rib cages and shit like that.
True, but for all we know, the guy's body could be a lot tougher.
Okay, yeah. I'm forgetting this is a fucking alien, so.
Yeah, if you notice, he has blue skin and everything.
Yeah, I see that now.
But yeah, look at them here. All right, here, they're here. They're everywhere. All right, ugly playmates you got there. Not to mention fast. Hang on, Hal. Hal, have you free and all right, we wipe them out. No, what do you mean, no, Jordan? We can't just slaughter them.
Yes, fuck you can.
We can't. You see what they're capable of. There's already one dead lantern. Blood like acid. They're deadly. They're not intelligent in any fashion. We measure it. They're instinctual. There's an earthly species, the shark, perfect killing machines. They are what they are, but they're not evil. These things do not strike me as being any different. Look at them. They're no match for our power rings once the element of surprise isn't on their side. What?
Oh, he's going to learn really quickly that it's not about good or evil. It's about life and death.
But here they have multiple lanterns. This is almost like so easy. But anyway, when we accepted our rings, we accepted the responsibility that goes along with them. The Guardians sent us here to be saviors, not exterminators. I want you to ask ourselves, what kind of heroes are we going to be? Elle's right. We all know it. So then what do we do with them? I think I've got that worked out. We gather them all up, all of them, including the eggs. We move them. We take them someplace uninhabited, someplace no one will ever go. Enjoy your new home. Perfect solution, Hal. They'll live there in their lives and not endanger anyone else. We took them to the one place we know can't pose a threat. Entire planet that's a Green Lantern. Mogo. Maybe this was less about a missing member of the Corps than it was about testing us. I'm pretty sure we passed. Decades later. Uh-oh. Someone's about to crash on Mogo, who's gone dormant ever since what happened with Hal.
Oh my god.
Yep, and now we jump to we're now in the present day with Kyle. He's already lost his girlfriend.
Oh, the fridging accident.
Yep.
Which actually gave birth to the whole idea of fridging in the first place.
Which Gail later would regret coining that phrase because it bit her in the butt at one point.
How?
She basically took one character who was gay and ended on a cliffhanger where it seemed like they were going to die, and people on that were connected to the website tore into her. No, on Scans Daily tore into her, calling her a hypocrite, even though she couldn't tell them he's going to be fine because she didn't want to spoil it.
I guess that is biting her on the ass, but the thing is, it's more of a it wasn't what they thought it was.
Well, that's true, but of course she couldn't say anything. But they were all accusing her of the very thing she was claiming. But anyway, I don't know what and who's actually going to buy a game this goofy. But their box art is finished. Man, I need a refill. Got to stop pulling all-nighters like this. Nope, still there. I'm Tomar Dar. You are Kyle Rayner, the one Green Lantern. Your ring is translating my tongue. Yeah, but I just remember, Kyle's now the lone Green Lantern.
The only one left?
The only one, yes. Hal wiped out most of the Corps.
And the surviving ones don't have their rings anymore.
Nope, they do not.
So
also, Kilowog is dead by this point.
So how is Kyle powering his? Because
he still has his soul power battery still.
Won't that run out of power soon?
Nope. For some reason, something was special about that power battery. I don't remember if they explained it or not, but it'll never run out.
Oh, okay. Because I know next to nothing about Kyle Rayner, so I'm new to his story here.
Right. Well, this is still in his early days, so that's why I was saying it is post his girlfriend being Frisch and post 0 Hour.
Yeah, pretty much the only thing I know about him is that he's a Green Lantern and his girlfriend was Fridge. That's it.
And then later was made Hispanic.
And was later made Hispanic. Okay, so I know 3 things about him. Yep. I don't know that.
And he's an artist. He's an artist, as you could tell.
That I just learned about 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, that's always been a part of his character. He's an artist, whereas John was later said to be an architect. 2 different things.
I thought John was the soldier.
Oh, he was both. Basically, he was an architect before and after the military.
Okay, so he built shit.
Yeah, he designed buildings, yeah.
He designed buildings, structures, or anything, and was in the army.
Yep, but anyway. Not from the village, are you? Come with me. Sure. Why not? Well, make yourselves at home. Now, again, a lot of bad things are going to happen to a number of these lanterns, but
That's
this
not
one,
Sinestro, is it?
no, his name is Ash. But yeah,
Okay.
these are the companions who have journeyed here with me: Brick, Ash, Madonna, Madonna, and Salik. And apparently,
what's that
everyone
say?
knows what.
Oh, no. Yeah, you pronounce it correctly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And apparently everyone knows who I am, or you wouldn't be sitting on my furniture. No smoking. Question is, why are a bunch of aliens sitting on my furniture? You're like, dude?
So he's just not into this shit yet, is he?
He's barely getting the hang of this. Once we were all members of the Green Lantern Corps, or were to have been a member. I was be the next Zadarian to inherit the Green Lantern mantle, but the Corps was destroyed before my opportunity. The whole thing was Hal Jordan going over the edge. I know. That's how I wound up with my ring. So that explain why you're here, or how you found me. Not like I got a sign out front. We know of you, of course. Salik arranged for transport to Earth and then traced your ring's activity. We've come to ask for your help. A Kolian transport vessel has crashed on the planet Mogo. Mogo was a whole planet that was a Green Lantern. I was there once. There's more. Mogo is now home to an infestation of an alien life form deposited there a time ago by Hal Jordan, myself, and other members of the Corps, because we believe they would pose no threat to an uninhabited world such as Mogo. The creatures are utterly savage. The ship's crew is in deadly danger because of what we placed there. Green Lanterns created a situation. Green Lanterns are responsible for resolving it. Fair enough? So you want me to go take care of it? We wish you have your aid, but the burden is as much ours as yours. We'll see this matter through to its completion. You're sure? I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but I got the last ring, which makes you guys kind of superfluous. We all go. Okay, your choice. Thanks, sweetie pie.
He created a construct lady. That is so fucking awesome.
He's done that before. Didn't have anything planned and didn't have anything planned anyway. Just give me a minute to charge my ring. Not even need to do the oath. So, tell me about these aliens.
I gotta say, I really love his costume.
I always love this costume. It's one of the best.
I do like Hal, and I like John. John is still my favorite Lantern, even though I don't really care for the lanterns themselves. I like John because of the cartoon. But I've always
liked...
Jessica?
Wait, what about Jessica?
Jessica Cruz?
Yeah.
I mean, she's fine.
All right, but yeah, I love this outfit. It's unique. It's special.
Yeah, I love it because it doesn't look like any other. It's what
an artist would do.
Yeah.
So, tell me about these aliens. Whoa, that's big. It's an ore transport running empty. There was an explosion in the drive engines, and Mogo was the only world within reach. Obviously, the crew was unaware of what's here. I serve at a deep space monitoring station. When I received the ship's distress beacon, I contacted the other Corps member. You know, I don't get to do much of the space stuff. Most of the time, there's enough to keep me busy and close to home, so I'm pretty earthbound. That is not the tradition of the Corps. Yeah, well, not much of a Corps left these days, is there? Dark as a tomb down here, though maybe that's not the cheeriest metaphor to use right now. Spooky. Why don't you guys hang here for a while and I'll poke around to see if there are any survivors? I am the only one with the power ring, right? Indeed, you are the one with the ring, but we all took oaths when we became Green Lantern. Our rings may be gone, but our oaths did not disappear. We still have a duty. I notice you do not even have an oath. And hey, forgive me for not playing by your rules. I didn't pick the ring, it picked me. Let's not forget, you're the ones who came to me for help. And perhaps that was a mistake. What? What did you say? Look, I'm sorry things aren't like they used to be. I'm sorry there's not a bunch of you guys running around and dressed in Green Lantern and costumes writing cosmic wrongs. But I can't do anything about it. So spare me the attitude. Seems to me this is all about you guys screwing up a few years back, and you want me to be head janitor and clean up your mess. Fine. Just stay out of my way while I do it. Fair enough. Whoop. Who are you? Superman. Who are you? I'll ask the questions. I'm a much better conversationalist when I don't have a gun pointed at my face. Use the frog. You're a Green Lantern. The Green Lantern, actually. I'm all there is. They used to be. Now, you can have this back if you promise to play nice and tell me what's going on here. My name's Crow. I'm first operator on the Signet Dawn, crew of 38 out of Kolu Spaceport. We were a long-range transporting to the mining world. We developed a crack in the drive engine seal, and there was an explosion. There was no choice but to put down, and this planet was our only option.
Is she an alien?
We'll get to what she is by the end.
Okay.
We bellied in and managed to keep the ship in one piece, more or less. Only a few casualties. We counted ourselves lucky until the aliens came. They carried off my crew, every last living one of them. And you, why didn't they take you? They didn't want me for some reason. I intend to get my crew back. However, many of them are still alive. Solo? Long story, but there's some Green Lantern responsibility for those aliens being here in the first place. You mind some company? Suit yourself. All of us, okay? Agreed. Hey, don't get too far ahead. You're the only one who knows where you're going, especially with this thing rolled over like a beach whale. I should introduce myself properly. My name's Kyle Rayner. So, just Crow. Is that short for anything? No. Okay, not big on the small talk then. Where are we headed? Down there. Oh, how deep does it go? Deep enough. This is how they gain access to the ship. Tunnel their way right into... They're here. Move! Kill them! My God. Ash, look out all. Oh, some of them got snatched. Oh, Brick got snatched. These things are fast, but not quite speeding bullet territory. Sure are ugly as hell, though. Gah! And easy, I gotcha. So many of them, and coming from everywhere. I'm not a killer, but I don't know if there's any other option other than wiping them out. Ah!
Oh, he is so much better at constructs than Hal and John ever were.
Oh yeah, look, Superman and all this stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. I've never seen a Green Lantern make.
Well, by this point, this is when they actually decided. This is by the point where it was decided to try and come up with actual interesting construct. By the time of Kyle is when they actually started doing it, and they would start doing it more going forward.
Yeah, but his is probably the most detailed of all the constructs, being an artist and all.
Yep. No trace of her. For the car. Watch your back, bird boy. Gah! The swarming old... So there goes Ash as well. So now it's just Salik and Tomar and Dor.
Okay, so the two, most important ones, then.
Sort of. They're swarming all over us, but they're not interested in slaughter. They're taking captives. Ash, Brick, Madonna. I can't even see them anymore. Too many. We're just... One of them grabs Tomar. And hang on. I won't let... Uh-oh! There goes his ring.
Oh,
he's gone, and so is my ring.
All right, so this is what I have been waiting for since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And Robert and I spoke privately about this on in between our last video.
Mm-hmm.
But Robert knows that I am a big fan of aliens, and I like the idea that aliens are always a really big threat. Kyle having his ring, much like what Hal earlier on in the first issue, kind of trivialized the aliens.
Kind of like with Superman dealing with them.
It annoyed the shit out of me reading going through Superman, aliens, and Predator, anything with you, because not because of you, of course, but because Superman's powers trivialize them so much that the writers have to come up with bullshit ways.
Well, the first one still made sense, though. Him being on a planet that had no sun nearby, that wasn't so much bullshit because it makes sense. There are areas of space that don't have a sun.
True. But what are the odds that that's where they were at, though? Most places have a sun or a star.
That's true, but it was on a, remember, that one, it was a planetoid that was just coasting through space. It just happened to be coasting through that part of space.
Yeah, but either way, I like this concept because pretty much everything that made him special or a heavy hitter was in that ring, and now that ring is gone. Yep. So now he's just a dude.
Yep, it's gone. My ring's gone. We should consider ourselves lucky. At least the aliens pulled back. For now, guess they were satisfied with dragging away all the core except Salik. Maybe they noticed the family resemblance. If they return, we're as good as defense without my power ring. Can you get it? Can you get it back? I don't know, Crow. I summoned it to myself once before, but it took a hell of a lot of effort. Maybe I can again. Nope, nothing. Something must be preventing it. or I'm running low in the willpower department. What now? What changed? I have a duty to my crew. You have a duty to your friends. Hello, that little problem with my ring, specifically the lack of. There's a residual effect that keeps my costume on me, but that's it. You're supposed to be a hero, aren't you? Make do. The aliens dragged those people away. They're still alive because the aliens want hosts. What? Hosts. The aliens hatched their young from live hosts. Great. And this is what we're supposed to face unarmed? Who said anything about unarmed? Counts him the gun. Whoa, I'm not a lethal weapon sort of guy. I don't really want something like this. Fine. You'd rather go down there without a weapon and hand it back. Good point. But I've never used one of these before. I mean, I never even touched a real gun. Point in, pull the trigger. It's not that hard. Take a practice shot. And I like to be relatively confident you're not going to get twitchy and shoot me in the back. Okay? Boom! I'm not impressed. Come on your feet. Stronger than you look, aren't you? There's only time to show you this once, so pay attention. Don't hold it so tight. You want to grip it lightly and let your body absorb the recoil. Are you smiling? No. Okay, yes, but only because, well, you smell nice. Focus on your target. Put pressure on the trigger and squeeze. See, not that hard. We need to get moving. I like her.
I like her too, but again, I gotta reiterate, conceptually, I like him without his ring.
Mm-hmm. There's really no way of knowing how deep the hive goes. We'll just have to hope we've got enough line to get us to the bottom. So rope up and start rappelling, hero. Easy for you to say. Going down there with a power ring is one thing. This commando stuff, I don't know. Members of the Green Lantern Corps were to be fearless. Of course, it was a great deal easier to be fierce when one wielded the most wondrous weapon ever created. Something like this without a ring, this is when one truly conquers fear, which is what all you former Corps members did by coming here, and everyone's reward was getting dragged down to the darkness. I myself would have been carried away were it not for your intervention. Yeah, well, all part of the job. You know that. All part of the job. You're right. You're not going to rope up. Mine is a species adept at climbing. Despite your wing's absence, you retain your costume. This is much different than what I was used to. A lot of things are different than in your time, than in Hal's time. Hey, how am I even talking to you, Solek, without the ring to translate? Because of Hal Jordan, your language is not unknown to me. Oh, tell me something. Was it Hal who decided to dump the aliens here on Mogul rather than destroy them? It was Hal who made us see it was the only decision we could make if we were to be true to the oaths we had taken. In the years since, I have wondered if it was not some part of a test from the Guardians of the Universe. Of course, the Guardians are no more, just as the Corps is no more. We could afford to be different kinds of heroes then. We could cling to our ideals and noble conceits. And now, I don't know. The universe has grown colder, more cruel. Maybe it's outgrown our ideals. I hope not. I'm no killer. I'm sorry about what happened between us earlier. My attitude, my apologies as well. I judged you because what you weren't instead of what you are. You seem to be wearing the Green Lantern mantle well enough. Having a ring is kind of a prerequisite for being a Green Lantern, so I don't exactly qualify at the moment. Hurry up! You need to see this. Oh! We're too late. For them, anyway. The rest of my crew and the ones you came with must be somewhere else. What a horrible way to go. No sign of my ring either. Hang on. This one looks like he's okay. His chest's not. Ah! Help me. Jeez. Right. Watch yourself. Crow. Oh, what the hell are you doing? You can't just kill him. He's got one of those things inside of him. He's dead already. I'm afraid we might be about to join him. Shoot, Kyle! Shoot! I'm coming, Solek. Just hold on till I can. Jammed? It's jammed! Make sure the tradition doesn't die with you, Kyle. And whatever you do, see that this doesn't happen again. Solek! You want to end up like him? Go! And don't look back, hero. They're faster than we are. Any idea where it leads? How the hell do I know? It's narrow enough that they can only come at us one at a time. At the moment, that works for me. That'll give them something to think about. Anyway, maybe buy us a little time. Thank you. Thank you for saving me, you. You better let me have a look at that wound. I've had some first aid experience. Keep your hands off me, or you'll be treating yourself. Sure thing, no problem. Only trying to
Damn.
help. I don't need it. Just keep moving. Let's find out where this goes. Got over your aversion to killing, I guess, and you do what you have to do. All for all the good it did Salik. Hang on. You see something? Yeah. You could say that.
The queen.
Yep, and there's Salik and all the others. There's something else. Look down there, just to the right. My ring! So, last issue already.
Damn, already? That was quick.
Yep. It is a short. I mean, the fact this thing, all the scans I got don't even crack 100 pages.
Wow, this is a very short story.
Yep, and look at this. Tries to use the ring, the goo is that strong.
Oh, that's why he couldn't get it before.
It's no use. It's not working, Crow. I was able to call my ring to myself once before, but now, I don't know. Maybe that goo is too strong, or maybe I'm just too damn exhausted. We need to get that ring back. For those people down there, the core member and what's left of your crew, don't have a prayer. It's already too late for some of them. I guess we'd better not waste any more time then. Let's go get it. What? Go down there? With one pistol between us? You can't be serious. Even if by some miracle we did make it through that horde of aliens, my ring's sitting at the feet, or claws or whatever, of that thing, and it's the size of my apartment building. I'm open to another option. I just don't think there is one. It's only a matter of time before they find us in here. So our only real chance of survival is your ring. And if we don't survive, neither does anyone else. I'll try to draw them to me. You get the ring as fast as possible. Well, that's a great plan. I go down there unarmed, and you go down there trying to get them to attack you. It's suicide for both of us. If you get your the ring fast enough, this is the only way that makes sense, Kyle. I'm a lot better at using a gun, and you're a lot better at using the ring. Actually, I'm the only one who can use the ring. Then end of discussion. I go first. If I don't make it through, you take care of my crew. Promise me? I will. Promise. Crow? For luck. I saw it in a movie once. Please don't shoot me. Don't stop. Don't look back. The only thing that matters is the ring. The ring. Right. Up here, uglies. Come and get it. Move fast. Like you have to. Tell me. Oh, and look at her. Crow. Don't stop. Save my crew. She was a robot.
Okay.
My God. Don't worry. I keep my promises. Oh, geez. But off of me. Look at it. He makes a bunch of hands to pull it off. Now, let's see who's. My, what big teeth you. The better to eat me with, I'm sure. Jesus. Think you broke my arm. That's one mean mother you got there. But you kids don't bother me so much anymore. Now, feeding time's over. Don't say I didn't warn you. Crow, why didn't you tell me? Would it have made any difference? An android like me is assigned to every Kolian ship, programmed to ensure the safety of its crew. You got your ring back because of what you did. Thank you. Now you have to destroy them, wipe them out, save whoever you can. The aliens? That's not necessary anymore. When I didn't have the ring, it was different. But now I don't have to be lethal. I don't want to be a killer. This means I have a choice. From what I understand, so did your predecessor. And now you're reaping what he sowed. Do you want whoever follows you to have to do the same? Crow? Crow! Make sure the tradition doesn't die to you, Kyle. And whatever you do, see that this doesn't happen again. Okay. In brightest day, in black and in darkest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light. Now apparently Ash got chest bursted in between when we saw him earlier now.
Okay.
But it turns out most of them, even Salik, got killed. Kyle. Sorry. So looks like Madonna and Tomar Dar survived. I asked if you were all right. Oh, sure. I won't be playing the piano anytime soon, but I'm fine. It wasn't really your arm I was asking about. I meant you. You still seem troubled. Wouldn't you be? Can't exactly call this mission a success. You saved everyone who was still alive, got the survivors to Mogo surface. That's not a failure. I saved who I could. You two, about a quarter of Crow's crew, but I can't stop thinking about the ones we lost. Ash, Brick, Solek, Crow, and the rest of her crew. And I chose to do something I didn't imagine I was capable of. I wiped out every last one of those things. Not exactly the ideals the Green Lantern Corps was known for, but you all knew sacrifices might have to be made, Kyle. Hal did what was right for him, and you did what you thought was right. He made sure those creatures couldn't come back to endanger anyone else. Maybe, but I think the past comes back to haunt you no matter what you do. And that's it.
That was good. For just being as short as it was good.
I think it's because the first issue was taken up by Hal, so it's the only 3 issues then for Kyle.
Yeah. I'm not begrudging the shortness of it all.
Right.
I am kind of curious as to why those people on the ship were human looking.
Well, they're supposed to be Cullians. That's basically Brainiac's race, so
they were human looking?
I guess. Or there's a lot of humanoid species out there as well. And again, it was a Cullian ship, but I don't know if they themselves were Cullian.
Okay.
But yeah, but the thing is, though, it's like Solek was the last one to be taken, but he's dead already. It's like, really? Because we saw him on the wall.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, but what'd you say? Yeah, poor Crow.
Yeah. I liked Crow, but it was kind of obvious what she was.
Well, yeah, the fact, why was she the only one not taken?
Yeah.
They couldn't sense her.
Well, yeah, if you're a fan of Aliens,
yep.
you know why they didn't attack her. The same reason why they didn't bother Bishop in Aliens.
Yep. Or Ash, probably, if it ever came into that area.
Yeah, if it ever came face to face with Ash, it probably wouldn't harm him. Just like they kind of just ignored Bishop when he was bringing down the ship.
Yeah, exactly.
He was out in the open. They could have attacked him any fucking time they wanted to.
The only time they probably would do it if he ever showed any type of hostility towards them.
Yeah.
But which just by being good thing, there.
Yeah, good thing he handed that gun back to Vasquez.
Yeah, exactly. But still though, but overall, this was short, sweet, to the point. I mean, basically you had a prelude and then a 3-act structure.
Yeah.
Intro,
it would have worked good as a
animated movie.
Animated movie or just a short special, maybe like 45, 50 minutes long.
Yeah, or a two-parter.
Or a two-parter episode, yeah. Actually, I think probably a two-parter.
Maybe 3. 1 for Hal and then the other 2 for Kyle.
I mean, they'd have to drastically extend Hal's story.
True, but overall, I mean, this was a good character growth for Kyle. Again, if it wasn't for the fact that those other lanterns, some of those lanterns like Solek and all that who died here, would actually come back later on, this this could have been canon.
Yeah,
could have given them some growth.
Yeah, I mean, there was some growth. He is not the same character he was at the beginning of the story, that's for sure.
And he was forced to kill, even though he felt he didn't like it, even at the end, even after doing what he had to do, he doesn't like it.
Well, think of it like this. Unless you're a true, sadistic psychopath, which he clearly isn't.
Right.
In the real world, our American soldiers, or any soldiers really, they don't kill the other people because they like it.
Exactly.
They do it because they kind of have to, because it's either kill or be killed, or you're ordered to because, they're enemies and, they're just going to kill a bunch of innocent people, yada, yada, yada. The same thing goes over and over. And look, I love Batman. I love that he has this no-kill rule. I'm glad that people like that exist in a, not just in a fictional world, but also in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
They're a good source of inspiration. They keep people honest. They keep people good. They keep morals good. But I also think that some motherfuckers just need to die.
Exactly. Now, so overall, now that this is the last of the DC Aliens and Predator crossovers, where would this rank among some of them?
Third best.
Third best overall, or just of the aliens?
Overall, I would say Batman versus Predators.
The entire trilogy is
The entire trilogy is top dog.
Mm-hmm.
Batman versus Alien 2.
I still say 1 in my opinion, because 1 did not have a disappointing ending.
Yeah, but I think 2 had the better art though.
It had the better art, but that ending really pulled it down.
It had a strong start though.
Or it did, until that last issue.
Yeah, if it didn't have that bad ending, it probably would have been better than the first one.
Yeah, because they actually had him in there. Okay, what else?
And followed by this one.
This one? And then where would the others fall under?
The Superman ones are the weak link ones, simply because
I still think the first Superman Aliens was probably one of the
with
better
the exception of having to put him on a planet with no sun. The rest of the ways that they nerf him is bullshit.
Well, technically they didn't nerf him in the second Alien one where it was on the New Gods. That was just like Batman Aliens 2 started strong and ended badly.
Yeah,
I remember you liked
if it's not nerfing him in a very contrived, bullshitty way, they have bad endings. And the only reason why I put this below the Batman Aliens is simply because this is shorter.
Yeah, it's really. I mean,
this is a short read by comparison.
Yeah, basically it's 4 normal size issues as opposed to 4 extra long issues.
Yeah. This is a very short read, very quick and to the point. And the first issue isn't even about the main story. It's just a prologue.
Exactly. And then now, how would this fall compared to JLA Predator?
JLL Predators? Oh,
that was just dumb fun.
It was dumb fun, but story-wise, it's the weakest of them all.
More so than Superman versus Predator?
Yeah, I will say that.
Really?
I will put. I'm going to put JLA at the bottom of the barrel.
With Superman vs. Predator probably right above it, right?
Yeah, simply just because it's Superman Predator. I actually enjoyed to a degree, simply because it was.
Well, the Predator itself in that story was probably one of the better Predators.
Yeah, that's the Predator saved that story.
Yeah, because it wasn't there for hunting; it was there to have a duty.
The JLA versus Predator was just so off the wall, batshit insane that it has its charm, much like in the same way that Snakes on a Plane has its charm. But it's not like what I'd call a coherent story that respected the source materials in any given way.
Now, what about Superman, Batman versus Alien Predator?
Superman versus Batman, Alien Predator.
Superman, Batman versus Alien and Predator.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's the one where they're in the ice, the Arctic, right?
The Arctic Circle, and it was ancient predators and all that.
You know what? I might put that at number 4.
That would be number 4 beneath this one?
Yeah. I think that would be number 4.
Because that one had some clever stuff in there, and basically with the accumulation of they don't have to worry about the xenomorphs or the predators anymore. They can
it's not as true to the mythos as this story. This story, along with the Batman Predator ones, are probably the truest to all the mythos.
Definitely. And the Superman Predator, to a degree, was the Predator side of it.
Yeah. But this is very, very true to the mythos. The characters act like they would if they were in a Predator or Alien film.
Even the robot acted like one of the, even though it's a Coluyan robot, she still acted just like the...
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's I prefer those types of ones where I like it if it's a DC character who is forced to play by the rules of a Predator or Alien movie.
Which, again, technically Superman did in the first Superman Aliens. Technically, he was forced to.
It's there. I'm not gonna...
Robert, I'm sorry for defending that one, but that's one of my favorites.
I know, Robert, don't sweat it, man. You know me. You've known me for 3 fucking years.
I know you think Superman's a punk. I know.
I say that just to tease you, but
I know,
more than anything else, I think his powers trivialize every problem in existence. That's why I don't care for him.
Here's the question: who do you think is a bigger punk, Superman or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man. No
Oh,
question.
wait, you mean Peter Spider-Man, not Miles Spider-Man.
Miles, no, okay, so I will be honest here for a second. No troll. I prefer Miles to Peter.
Okay, that's your opinion. Perfectly
I
fine.
don't care for Spider-Man at all. Not even Miles Spider-Man. But if you given the choice, I would absolutely prefer Miles to Peter.
Yep, completely.
I just like his character. I don't know what it is. I've read some Spider-Man Peter comics, and I've read Miles. I've also seen the movies. I've seen, the cartoons, everything. I don't know why I like Miles more.
Completely understandable. Completely understandable.
Like, I legitimately like Miles more, but the thing is, I still don't care for Spider-Man, and I haven't for a long time. The thing is, I did not like any of the Sam Raimi films.
Oh.
Even as a child, I went to them because they were Spider-Man and they were popular and all that stuff, but I didn't like them.
Mm-hmm.
I never even saw the third one in theaters.
Right.
And it was the one movie that everyone at school was talking about next to Dark Knight because they came out around the same time.
Right.
Everyone at school was talking about it. Everyone was talking about how great Spider-Man 3 was, even though it's a shit film.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, I've seen it like 2 times. I've seen it 3 times. And I'm like, they're like, Raymond, how many times have you seen it? Like, none. What? Like, I don't care to watch it. I don't care about Spider-Man. I haven't for a very long time.
Right.
And everyone says about how great Spider-Man 2 is. I'm like, I guess objectively it's an okay film, but I don't like that movie.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so overall, so what would you see? Were there more hits than misses with all these crossovers, or what?
Probably hits mainly because the Batman versus Predator was basically all hits.
Yep.
I mean, the varying qualities, but they weren't none of. I cannot say any of the 3 Batman versus Predators were bad.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
And of course, the Batman Aliens were all good too, with the exception of the ending of that last one.
Right. And again,
this one was good.
Yep.
The Batman Superman versus Aliens was good.
Mm-hmm.
The Superman stuff was probably the weakest stuff, but they had great concepts, I believe.
Great concept, yeah.
Great concepts,
and or dealing with being on a
yeah. It's always great to see Barda too, by the way.
Yep.
Also, there was some bullshitty nerfs on Superman to make him more in line with not being able to one-shot all of these fucking aliens.
Well, again, technically he did one-shot a bunch of them during the New Gods one, but they were just
I know, but that's the thing is he shouldn't be able to. When you're doing a story, it's one of my biggest pet peeves. When you're doing a story about...
I'm saying he was able to plow through them is what I'm saying. He was able to take a bunch of them. It was just the numbers that was...
I know. That's the part that gets to me. He shouldn't be able to do that.
Right.
If you're gonna be in a Alien or Predator storyline, you need to play by their rules, and you need to be on the back foot at all fucking times.
Which again, the only time that happened of those 2 was the first one. Once he drained his powers, it was
the same kind of bullshit thing, which is why for Godzilla fans, if anyone's in the audience, is the same reason why the 1998 Godzilla film fails spectacularly. Is because that movie does not play by the rules set by Godzilla.
It made it, if it was just some other generic lizard monster that didn't have the Godzilla name, it would have been serviceable.
Because what makes Godzilla? He is a fucking god, a force of nature.
If it was a remake of The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, it would have been fine if it was called that.
Yes. The thing is, it was a travesty to have him killed by missiles.
Exactly. I mean, at least the original script, the 94 movie, got it. Because I've read the comic adaptation of that script. It was perfect with the griffin and everything.
See, that's the thing. When you do a story, and you're doing a story within the confines of something that's already pre-existing, you need to respect that source material. You need to be able... If you want to make changes, if you want to make Godzilla be a giant fucking... iguana lizard, fine, but he still needs to be able to tank missiles and breathe atomic breath, because that's what he's known for.
The name, it was just the name. There's a reason why they call it Zilla. Now, the cartoon handled him much better.
Yes, significantly, because he was a legitimate god in that one.
Exactly. And technically, they had to upgrade the original one when they brought it back from the dead.
Oh yeah, for the series finale.
Or yeah, the Monster War stuff. But but again, and I agree with what you're saying. I do think I will say this, at least with this with Jurgens on the Superman one, he tried. You could tell he was trying. That's why he set up the situation, and yeah, he did what he could.
Yeah, he did what he could, because again, you can only nerf Superman so much, because eventually at the end of the day, he's going to get his powers back, and once he does, it's over.
At least they made a spectacular moment where the chestburster tried to get out, and then it just...
Okay, I will tell you this. That was probably my favorite part of the whole story.
Where the chestburster was trying to get out and eventually just exhausted.
That was okay, that's the one time where I'm going to give you this, where Superman was not an alien story at that point. An alien was in a Superman story at that point.
But it transitioned from one to the other, and then it's sort of it would have killed him, but as soon as basically it's like you're crossing the finish line, and once you get the finish line, power's back. So it's like,
I will say that was probably the single best part of the entire Superman versus aliens anything. Was that he had a chest burst inside of him, and his powers returning. A queen, yeah. And his powers returning is what fucking crushed the alien inside of him. And he's
basically, it tried to punch its way out, and then it just it died. It just exhausted itself. It was like it couldn't break his skin. So it's like, rah, rah,
exactly. That's the one. Yeah. See.
And the one scientist woman frying one of the xenomorphs on the station.
Yeah. Okay. So let me tell you that. All right. So let me go back to the Superman versus. I will say this. My favorite part of that story wasn't just the alien
lowest stuff.
The lowest stuff was the best part of that whole comic.
It was truer to aliens.
Yes, I loved it. I was enjoying the Lois stuff, and I hate fucking Lois. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, me and Jared are kindred spirits in that regard.
For different reasons, though. I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, I just hate her because I think she's a bitch.
Okay. How many times did I tell you stories where she's not a bitch?
Oh, but that's for another time.
I can show you many stories where she's not a bitch.
You have shown me many stories where she's not a bitch.
And
it's just that my first introduction to her, she was a bitch.
And that was an exception, not the rule.
I know, but it scarred me for life.
Oh.
In any case, this has been a lot of fun, everyone.
Yep, but where do we go now? I mean, we pretty much covered
every
all of
sci-fi thing.
Well, there's still a couple of other Predator crossover that aren't DC related. Like there's the Wildcat crossover, which actually is canon because it kills off most of the Stormwatch and set the groundwork for the Authority. That one is
Does
canon.
Midnighter show up in it?
No. This is before Midnighter and the other show.
What about Grifter?
I think Grifter is there. Zealot is there too. Grifter and Zealot are there.
Zealot's a good one. I like the only ones I care from that Wild Storm universe is Grifter.
They killed off most of Stormwatch. They killed off most of them, right? And basically, one issue it ends with there's some ship coming their way, and then next thing we see them in this one in the one shot, they're all dead.
Oh wow.
Well, most of them are dead, and then the next issue wrapped up the series before he did the Authority.
Well, we are going to talk about that at some point later.
Yeah, again, it's a short one shot.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll see you guys though on the next one. Take care.
Au revoir. Thank you all for joining us on this journey through all the aliens and predators. This shit's awesome. Go watch Prey. It's awesome.
Can't wait for the other Prey.
Yes, and World War I. That's going to be cool.
Yep. See ya.